begin.
Hey guys, my name is Laura. This is Hao, this is Osama, this is Radit, and this is Desmani. And today, we're going to give you a super quick intro to the legendary Finnish architect, Alvar Aalto. Aalto was more than just an architect. He was a designer, thinker, and a pioneer of modern Scandinavian design. Do you know some of his most iconic works? Well, first there's the Paimio Sanatorium, next there's the Vipuria Library, and then there's the Villa Mary, and lastly there's the Finlandia Hall, all showing his love for light, comfort, and natural materials. He also rocked the design world with finishes like the Paimio chair and the famous Savoy vase. Lastly, Aalto's legacy lives on through his timeless designs and the Alvar Aalto Museum in Finland.
After learning so much about Alvar Aalto, you might naturally become curious about how he thought when designing a building. If you are interested in him, it is your opportunity to explore his unique design philosophy and learn from his way of thinking. What Alvar Aalto will tell you when you ask him what is art of buildings. Alvar Aalto will say the art of buildings was an art only in the sense that medicines and cooking are art. If you don't understand what he's talking, Aalto believed in the human-central functionalism design, that to humanity, not just a display of style or technology. You can see how he applied this concept in his masterpiece, Piamo Sanatorium, where walls are colors to smooth the eyes, ventilation are carefully calibrated, and even chair angle help tuberculosis patients breathe. If you ask Master Aalto, could you give us some hint to follow, something to guide us if we want to design like you? He will say, there's no hint for you kids. Each order is different, so you cannot take solution in a systematic way. Master Aalto believed that every building supersedes its own unique character because each project emerged from distinct place, function, and cultural context. He resisted using uniform style. Instead, he pursued a synthesis of technology, culture, human behavior, and even the local environment in every design. That's why, across his body of work, you will find no fixed style, only thoughtful variation rooted in empathy and context. If you ask Master Aalto, you are an architect, but why did you also design so much furniture? Alvar Aalto will say, painting and sculpture are all part of my working method, so I wouldn't like to see them separate from my architecture. To me, these works are all branches of same tree, the trunk, which is architecture. Aalto embraced the idea to send the works, the daughter work of art. For him, architecture is not just about building, but about crafting a complete, unified experience. That's why he designed not only the wall and roof, but also chair, lamp, door handle, and interior fitting. So here's the last question for Master Alvar Aalto. May I know what is your understanding on organic functionalism? Alvar Aalto will say, architecture should always offer a means whereby the organic connect between a building and nature. Although the organic was not simply a question of material or geometry, but a fusion of modernist functional principle with organic form and human sensitivity. Aalto believed that functional need should be expressed through form that reflects natural, fluid, and emotional qualities. So, in the end of this part, I hope you will learn all the knowledge from Master Alvar Aalto.
Now I'm going to talk about the successes and today's relevance of Alvar Aalto. First of all, this human-centered modernism, which impacting in his design being timeless and widely accepted across cultures and climate. And then secondly is the integration with nature, which today's relevant is his design become prefigure of biophilic design, sustainable architecture, and site-sensitive development. And then the last one is experimental form and data. Continuing on his influence on contemporary architecture. First is the nature-inspired design or biophilic influence, and then critical regionalism, where he married modern design with local culture, climate, and tradition. And then the last one, impact on modern architects such as Kengoku